So today's exercise, uh, speak, uh, speak good about people. Today's exercise, yeah, 赞叹他人, yeah, to praise others. Of course, don't lie when you praise. Yeah, wow, you're so beautiful. No, actually not beautiful. Yeah. Uh, uh, but not about praising the person you're talking to, but to speak of other people's good qualities. Uh, Granted, in our day-to-day speech, maybe we may find that, hey, is it difficult or is it easy? Yeah. When is the last time we speak of other people's good qualities? Do you all know the difference? You know the difference, right? When you praise someone in their face versus you speak of their good qualities to another person. Uh, uh, when I was in the US, um, my senior, again, that senior, 知道法师, he once shared with me about this. He said that the one of the nun in the nuns campus, what's her name? 智月法师, yeah, 智月法师. So 知道法师 said that he 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 has never heard 智月法师 speak ill of anybody before, of all the years he know her. Yeah, that she always speak of the good qualities of others. That's not easy. That's not easy. Another person I encountered that struck me about this is Bante Dhammaratana. Yeah. So there was one retreat, and there were some students who were asking questions. In particular, asked about this Dhamma center, this Buddhist center in Thailand, from Thailand. So, so in my opinion, this group, the way they do their practices is a bit off mainstream. Yeah, it's non-mainstream. So, um, so when they asked Bante, I thought, what would Bante have to say, right? So in the end, Bante it actually still managed to find something about them to praise. Yeah, Bante said they are very good in organization. I don't know whether most students know the angle. Yeah. But the thing about it, a Buddhist organization, a Buddhist society, a temple, if it's praised only for organization, then but Bante um, instead of like I think in that same session when they asked me, I basically blurt out what I think about how their practice is a bit off track, Yeah, yeah, but Bante don't do that. Yeah, Bante instead found something about that organization that is worthy of praise. And to me, this is the thing about us. When we don't like somebody or some group, we are just affixed on their qualities that we think is wrong. And that's all we see about that. But even the worst person, probably, I don't know, yeah, probably, perhaps have one, maybe just one quality that you can speak of that is good. Yeah, maybe that's one. So I'll try this exercise. Yeah, instead of uh, speaking of someone's faults, yeah, speak of the person's good qualities. Um, So as a corollary or as a side note, we may then wonder, does it mean that we cannot criticize anyone? How about those of you who are in the position of management? Yeah, yeah, in charge of a team or a whole division. Then no matter what they do, ayah, Sifu said, try not to speak of people's ill. Yeah, must speak of people's good quality. So the person mess up a few projects. Yeah. Then when it's time for review, so uh, John, I purposely use John because most Singaporeans not called John. If I say Texing or Ahwat, then sure you know of some Ahwat or some Texing or some, you know. So John, I think you did okay for this work year. You've been on time for work. Uh, Boss, anything else you want to tell me? No, you just keep up. Just be on time. Maybe this is an approach also. Yeah, maybe this is an approach also. Yeah, so if you all have reviews and your boss keep on praising you for, being on time, then you know something is wrong. You know that your boss attend my class. uh, I struggle on this. Personally, I struggle on this because those of you who have interacted enough with me, you know that I'm quite a rather blunt person and critical person. Um, uh, my mom always tell me, oh, my mom is here today. Huh? So, but this is not a bad thing, okay? My mom always tell me, 师傅, if you are less critical, huh, wow, people like you a lot, no? But you are critical. So other variables, they like you, but they talk to you, why you, then they don't like you. Students, they enjoy a talk, no, they like it, they want to support you. Then you scold them, then they don't like anymore. Maybe it's true. I think to some extent it's true. Um, but this is what I told her before. I said, of course, in the past, I don't care, I don't believe. But over time, I start to see that, yeah, there's some truth in it. But I told her once, I said, um, where where someone needs to be critiqued, I will still want to critique. Maybe I will over the years, I think I changed the way I critique as well, but not out of fear of the backlash. Yeah, I don't change my way to critique because I'm afraid people don't like me, or because I'm afraid people don't support me. I change the way I critique because I realize that if I critique too harshly or too directly, the person don't accept and the person miss the whole point of my critique. So I decided to change it a bit. I think it's work in progress. Mm. I say this because I told her, I said, I've been very blessed my whole life. I have keep on meeting people who criticize me. Yeah. When I was younger, I don't like it, of course. But as I grow up, I realized this is one of my greatest blessings. Yeah. That I keep on meeting people who will criticize me, who will point out my fault. Even in P2, P2 or P3, or maybe even P1, I think P2 or P3. Art and craft, no. Art and craft. How do you get criticized for art and craft? It's a subjective thing. Well, how do you get criticized? Primary school. Primary school, you just draw a circle, the teacher, oh wow, yes, it's so nice. Right? You look at all the drawings that primary school, okay, nowadays primary school kids, I don't know whether they draw, their parents draw for them. Oh, but I attended some of those exhibitions. I'm like, seriously, you drew this? Like, are you serious? When I was in primary school, there was one art class, those corrugated paper, the cardboard, then it's supposed to make things. So I decided I'll make a tank. And I make the tracks, I make the body, and then I make the turret, I make the barrel, and then I'm supposed to stick it on, right. of course, at the age, I don't know how to make it such that the turret can turn. So you got to stick on the turret to the body. So after, after I apply the white glue, then it's still moving though. Then the teacher came around, took it out, took a look. You're so greedy, you put so much. I was like, what? I'm serious. That's what I remember. Told me, you're so greedy. I'm like, what? I mean, it's not as though I squeeze the glue and then into a plastic bag and then bring it home. For all you know, this little kid doesn't have good motor skills, so big. And of course, that day I was quite upset. I was like, what the I mean, I didn't say what the hell because I didn't know how to say what the hell yet. If I had known, I was like, what the hell? But years later, I thought about it. Hey, what are the odds, art teacher, no, this is not like moral education class or what, or Chinese, the Chinese teacher always have some moral story to tell you. But art teacher, even art teacher can tell me. So throughout my life, I always encounter people who are who are kind to me by criticizing me. Yeah. So I told her, I said, I think it's because in my past life, I also do this same kindness to others. So I meet people who are kind to me. But most people don't see this as kindness. So they hope people don't criticize them. And so they don't criticize people also. And so they don't have this blessing of people criticizing them. And I think that is a very sad thing. Yeah, that's a very sad thing to have no one criticize you. For those who are um, past 30, in your 40s already, especially once you are past 40, yeah, or maybe even in your 30s, you have to be extra careful. Why? Because when you're in your 20s and 30s, um, it's hard to find to be in a situation where nobody criticizes you because you're still young, yeah. Then there are always some old bird who will want to pick on you. And at that age, you will feel like, what is this? But by the time you reach your late 30s or 40s, you will find that lesser and lesser people criticize you. Yeah, you'll find that. And why? Simply because of your age, people don't feel good to criticize you. Or perhaps your position. And so people, out of fear of the conflict of interest, they don't criticize you. But just because nobody criticizes you doesn't mean you are faultless. Doesn't mean you are free of criticism. It just means that people don't want to offend you. And that's where you need to be even more critical about yourself. Critical doesn't mean um, self-reproaching. Critical just means to have an objective view about what you do, the things, the thinking you have, the things you say. Yeah, your body, speech, and mind. Yeah. Critical just means to have an objective assessment of yourself. It doesn't mean to be overly negative about yourself and to become to have inferiority complex. Because if nobody critique you and you don't critique yourself, then you're gonna think I'm master of the universe. All bow. Very dangerous. Yeah. So spend a day speaking of other people's good. Yeah. As a bonus round, look out for people who criticize you. Be really from your heart, be thankful for their critique. Yeah. And for those of you who have already reached the point where you have used up your merit to be criticized, then practice self-critique. Uh, have a terrific Thursday ahead. Today is Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday.